and a son. The emotions of becoming a dad, you can't find words to explain that. And being in the delivery room was just an amazing experience. What I could say is that I have a great appreciation for motherhood, and it's just amazing to see the birth process, and then taking on the understanding of the responsibility that comes with that basically changed my life in a really dramatic way, almost immediately. Just thinking about now, there's another part of me that I have to nurture and protect and take care of and be an example for. So it was a number of emotions that affected my life in various ways. I believe that it's more challenging to be a dad now. Of course, I guess if my father was alive, he would be a better authority. But I think it's more difficult to raise children now. But at the same time, we have more opportunities and we have more information now. So it's a pretty tight rope and an amazing balance in trying to explain the difference. But I do believe that parenthood is just a wonderful opportunity. And if I was to try and pinpoint one or two differences, it would probably be the difference between what kids are exposed to today as opposed to what we were exposed to. And the second one would be what parents are also exposed to today as I compared it to what my parents was exposed to. And so as we get more knowledge and more information, the blur between what is right and wrong becomes larger. And so parents, I think, have a more difficult process today of raising children. Having a Christian father in the home is of paramount importance as we think about the difficulties in raising children today. Fatherhood still brings that stability. Children may not always appreciate the discipline and the stand that a father would take, but the father brings that stability to the home, that authoritative figure, as well as the provider and the protector of the children. And the Christian principles allow you to go through fatherhood doing it God's way as opposed to the way of the world. A Christian father knows about forgiveness and patience and grace and reconciliation and being there for the child when the child actually needs them the most. So I think the Christian father is pivotal in a household today. I think it would be a springboard of what we were discussing just now. Be a parent to your children. First of all, as your godly parents would have been parents to you, and ultimately the loving, patient, kind, forgiving, stern, stable parent that God is to all of us. That's the advice that I would give. My children are helping me to appreciate some of the times that I was disobedient to my parents. They also help me to appreciate the times that I was obedient and walking in their advice. And so it's a growing experience for a parent. And that's why I think parenting is a lifetime assignment. It never ends. You can be in your 90, but you're still parenting your children. So that would be the advice. Be the kind of parent to your children that your godly parents would have been to you, and ultimately how God has been a wonderful parent to all of us. No matter what happens, I always say to my children, it doesn't matter what choices you make in life, if you consistently remember that God loves you, He has a plan for your life, and His arms are open if you stray, His strength is available if you do not stray. So it's just a wonderful experience. Always keep a connection with God. That would be the greatest advice that I believe I've ever given to my children. Never lose sight of the fact that God loves you. Once you are cognizant of the fact that God loves you, then that means, you know, the principles will always remain in your heart. And that is going to be the thing that keeps you solid as you go through life.